Hey guys, it's Listen. It's Listen Right Read here. I am going to apologize in advance. I have a little bit of a cold and a cough, so yeah. I also have a water down there, I believe, that I will probably bend down at some point and start drinking. So I'm not 100% feeling my best today. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Today I'm doing the Seven Deadly Sins book tag. I am not sure who it was that started it. I will tag that below in the link thing, description bar down there. Yeah, whatever that is. Basically, so basically what this is this was adapted from the makeup gurus, I guess, who, they have the deadly sins of makeup, but we're going to use it for books. And whoever started it, that's where she got the idea from. She wanted to do the tag, but because she's not a beauty guru, she decided let's do it with books instead, because she's a booktuber. Perfect. So the first one is, and basically it goes through the Seven Deadly Sins, and then it takes you to, and then there's a question, or sometimes two questions, based off of that. So the first question is greed. What is your most expensive book? And the second question for that one is, what is your least expensive book? My first expensive book, hands down, is probably, I believe, I don't think I have any other books that are more expensive. Would be The Casual Vacancy by J.K. Rowling. The price is actually $35. I did not pay full price for this. It was at Target. It was on sale for 20% off, I think. But by far, this is probably the most expensive. Well, if you want to count series, I bought all four of these. All four of the Gallagher Girls, because this is the box set. And then I bought this one separately, and that cost me $30 or $40 for all of that. I don't remember. It was quite a bit for that. But by far, this is just for one book. This is the most expensive I've purchased. Now the other one, I don't know if you would count it. Is called Scorpia by Anthony Horowitz from the Alex Rider series. This was actually at the time the last in the series. When I picked it up, it was given to me as a gift. That's why it didn't cost me anything, and even then, it's only $8. And if you want to get technical about, and if it's something that I've purchased myself, it would have to be The Old Silent by Martha Grimes, which is in really poor condition, surprisingly. This is actually, I bought it at a thrift store. It was $1, I think. Maybe 50 cents? I don't know. I think that this is actually, no, I think it was half off, so I think it was $1. The thrift store I was at, all adult paperbacks, are $1, and hard copy are $2. And, it was half off, so yeah, it only cost me $1. So if you want to get that technical, there you go. Okay, the next one on the list is Wrath. What author do you have a love-hate relationship with? This one I think a lot of people can agree with me on. It would be J.K. Rowling, especially in this book, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. She kills a lot of your favorite characters, so then you hate her for that, but at the same time, her writing is just absolutely incredible, so you love her. My poor books. So you do definitely have a love-hate relationship with an author like that who kills off all your favorite characters, just because she wants to. The next question is Gluttony. What book have you deliciously devoured over and over again? Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, which no longer has a front cover or a back cover, and I don't know what's staining it. I think it's coffee. I'm not sure though. I have literally read this part over and over and over again. And I've always started from that, when Harry accidentally sees Snape's memories in the pensive, and he goes back in time and sees what happened, mainly because his parents are involved. That's why he stays. And Snape gets really upset with him. For some reason, I always started at that part, and I just kept going and going and going from there. And for some reason, I love this book. Even though Sirius dies in it, I absolutely love this book. This is one of my more favorite of the series. So, I've read it like 50,000 times. Okay, the next one is Sloth. What book have you been neglecting to read due to laziness? It says 2-2 on there. I wrote 2, like T-O. I wrote that twice instead of writing due to. Okay, there's 2 books that are up in the running for that. This one would be The Complete Sherlock Holmes. Mostly because, first of all, I just bought this one, but I've been really lazy about reading Sherlock Holmes because there's so many, and I have a hard time sometimes understanding the older English. But this is actually I read The Sign of the Four, and I read the first original set of short stories, and I started in on The Return of Sherlock Holmes, but that's questionable as how far I got. I don't even know. Basically, that's why I bought this book, so I could read them. This is a huge book, so it's going to take me forever to get through this anyway, and the print is absolutely minuscule. I don't even know how they expect me to read it, but I'm looking to get volume 2 as well, so that should be interesting, which is literally just as big. I don't know how, but that's book number 1 for that one. And book number 2, usually you're only supposed to do 1 book, but this is a tied book. The Chronicles of Narnia. Mainly, I think my problem with reading this completely through, and I'm probably going to get a lot of crap for having the movie cover. I have the movie cover. This was given to me as a gift, actually. And the main thing is it's in one giant combined book. So I have a hard time, I'm not going to be able to read this entire thing in one sitting. And I think that's part of my issues with reading these, is that they're just one set book. It's not just the individual booklets, and I can't just go back and reread my favorites over and over again. This is a lot more disheartening than, an individual little booklet, sorry. Yeah. And like I said, the print's tiny in it, and so I'm gonna get a lot of slack for Narnia fans. I have seen the movie, which is a little easier to follow, and that was Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Currently, I've been trying to read this since like the 6th grade, so I'm in the Wood Between the Worlds, The Magician's Nephew. That's the one I'm in. The Magician's Nephew. Oh, that's probably the first. Let me see. Yeah, I'm in The Magician's Nephew. Chapter... I don't know what chapter this is. Chapter 3. So, and I haven't gotten much farther than that. So, I used to be a lot farther. Okay, and then the next book is Pride. What book do you most talk about in order to sound like a very intellectual reader? I had to read this one for school, so it's not like I haven't read it. But that would definitely be The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. This isn't the copy I used, because I didn't realize I already had The Scarlet Letter that I bought from... Where did I buy it? I think I bought this garage sailing with my grandma. Yeah, this book... This was the hardest book I think I've ever read to get through, and I talk about this a lot, like when my dad and I talk about literature and stuff, I always talk about how this was, I talk about the different points in this just to kind of sound a little more intelligent, because I have this feeling that my dad, judges me for the small and simple fact that I'm I don't know, that I read just fiction and I don't read any of the classics, and I don't know. My dad reads a lot of classics, and I don't know, I feel weird about that. The next one is lust. What attributes do you find most attractive in male or female characters? I don't have a book for this because I have so many characters. I don't know. I read a lot of books with intelligent characters in them. I guess I like intelligence. Intelligence is something I kind of go for. Like, let's pick. Oh, it's not on the top shelf. Oh, right here. Classic. Artemis Fowl. Perfect. Artemis Fowl is a book about a boy genius who discovers fairies and the existence of fairies. And he's a 12-year-old Artemis Fowl is a millionaire, a genius, and above all, a criminal mastermind. But even Artemis doesn't know what he's taken on when he kidnaps the fairy Captain Holly Short of the LEP Recon Unit. These aren't the fairies of bedtime stories. They're dangerous. Full of unexpected twists and turns, Artemis Fowl is a riveting magical adventure. And, I don't know, it's a pretty good book. A lot of people kind of compare it to Harry Potter. I don't know why, because it's completely different. It's a completely different form. Ian Colfer is really good at this. So I would say definitely intelligence is my biggest thing. Intelligence and humor. Definitely humor. Which there's a lot of like dry humor in these books the farther you go on. So, and the final question is envy. What books would you most like to receive as a gift? Any book, really. I will read anything and anything I can get my hands on. Anything and everything I can get my hands on. Excuse me. I'm actually doing a new book project about, it's a fictional piece about a group of World War II spies. And I'm trying to get research topics on that, so I would definitely kill for some of those books on my list. I don't know what else I would go for. That's a really difficult question, because I will literally, if you hand it to me and I think it sounds good, definitely, I would love more than anything just to get my hands on some material. Yeah, I would say that's, you know what, actually, I take that back. I have, out of all of the Gallagher Girl books, I only have 4. And I want the 5th one, because the 5th one is incredible, and it's just full of awesomeness, and I'm really excited to go find it and pick it back up again. I keep going to Barnes and Noble, and I can't seem to figure out which one I need, because it's number 1 is Don't Judge a Girl by Her Cover, number 2 is Cross My Heart and Hope to Spy, and oh no, I take that back. Number 1 is I Tell You I Love You But Then I'd Have to Kill You. Number 2 is Cross My Heart and Hope to Spy. Number 3 is Don't Judge a Girl by Her Cover, and number 4 is Only the Good Spy Young. And then number 5, I don't remember what number 5 was. I'm really bad about remembering what number 5 was supposed to be. I would kill for number 5. I would actually kill for number 6 to be published already, because I'm dying. Right as it premiered, I had a friend who pre-ordered the book, and so it came in the mail 2 days after it premiered, and we were all, me and like 3 other friends were finished the book within like a day. Yeah. It was crazy. It was kind of awesome though. It was a good book. I've never just sat down and read an entire book like that. Like, I was ignoring my classes just to read this book. That's how good it was. And I don't ever do that. So, yeah. I would definitely have to say that one. Alright, so this has been a fun video, and I tag all of you who want to try it to do it. Video response it, maybe, I don't know. I don't really care what you do with it, just do it, because it's actually kind of interesting, because you learn a little more about yourself than you would realize Or you go really absent-minded like I did just now. Yeah. Comment down below what you think of the new setup, and why does my iPod look like it's glowing? That's weird. Okay. Comment down below if you think of the new setup. If my camera looks a little weird, I don't actually have it on a tripod. It's actually on a stack of 2 Rubbermaid tubs and then a cardboard box. So I will be trying to find a tripod for my camera. I don't know how much it's gonna cost me or anything like that, so don't hold your breath for that, but yeah. So with that, I bade you goodbye. Bid you goodbye. Bid you. Yeah, we're gonna stop that. So I will see you then. Nerd out, guys.
My front lawn, I know they're all thinking I'm so white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Can't you see I'm white and nerdy? Look at me, I'm white and nerdy.